onions and asparagus. That'll be her next story. Cannibalism. Oh, yeah. You know, I just seen a few people get eaten up. Yeah, you know, when I was back there in the day, first body I saw, I got a body count about 3 bodies I seen been devoured. First body was in the back of the tour bus. At first I wasn't sure what it was. I thought, bitch, is this bitch sleeping? Oh yeah, she's sleeping. So I left. And when I came back, she was gone. I said, what happened to such and such? They said, who? I felt like I was in a motherfucking movie. Cause bitch, I know I saw a bitch up in there. I know I saw a hoe in their bed. So the bitch never reemerged. When we got back to the city, I noticed them rushing to the garage with this thing. And I was not really sure what was going on. But I was like, oh, okay, that's a little bit weird. But I mean, you know, we tour mates. So I'm not really going to think too much about it. So we got to the mansion, back to Mob Deep, you know, whoever house this bitch was name dropping, comment house. You know, Talib Kweli. You know, we showed up to the Talibs. Got to Talibs, and we got to Talibs. I noticed they was rushing to the deep freeze. Like, oh, y'all need help? No, we got it, Jag. We need you. Like, you sure? I can help. We got it, Jag. And I noticed, you know, it was a substance coming out. So I let them walk, but I stayed. Like, I act like I was going to, but I didn't go in. And they shut the garage door, so I couldn't see what was going on. But when I got closer up, I could see that the substance that was dripping out the bag. You know how, like, when you carry trash, and when you hold the bag, and if it's a liquid, it might be leaking out. Bitch, that's what it was giving. In this thing, it was blood. It was blood in Talib Kweli house. And let me tell you another part. So then that night, we was having dinner. And we was celebrating a successful tour, you know, all that other good stuff. This is my first body. So here we are at the mansion. They didn't want my help. It was our whole thing that happened. I thought it was weird, but I was like, okay, they're going to the deep freeze. It was blood, but it could just be blood from, like, maybe they bought, I know this may be stupid to think now, but at the time I'm thinking maybe they bought a rack of lamb, 3 or 4 rack of lamb while I was sleeping, while we was headed home, you know, so we could throw on the grill when we got to the crib. I mean, I didn't know how to take it. I mean, who's going to be really thinking it's a body on the tour bus dead? Like, who's going to be thinking this? So here we are inside mansion. And they're like, yeah, we celebrating. We went shopping. I remember we picked up some sweet greens, collard greens, mac and cheese, potato salad, sweet potato. What else did we have? Goomba. What we had? Oh, it's just so much stuff. Goomba wasn't even there, bitch. You lied so much you forgot, but that's fine. Oh my God, it was so much stuff that we picked up. But I noticed we wasn't picking up no meats. And they said, oh, we already got the meats. Oh, okay, cool. Now I'm thinking, okay, so that is what happened. It was the barbecue. They probably picked up a rack of lamb or some kind of rack of something. And the blood just, you know, so, oh, cool, perfect. But I remember the oddest thing happened when we was at the cash register. I said, whatever happened to that girl who was sleeping in your bedroom? And he once again hit me with, like, he didn't know. It was really weird. It was really odd. And so, because she's thinking about it. Remember, you haven't heard nothing yet. So here we are. We get back to the crib. I'm still wondering what happened to this female that I saw knocked out on the tour bus. Barbecue music. I mean, it's hella bitches out there in their swimsuits. They calling more bitches up there. And I'm noticing that they grilling, but the type of meat that they grilling look a little bit different. But I'm thinking maybe it's venison. Maybe this is some kind of a different type of cut I've never seen. And so he's grilling. Everybody's dancing. The music is playing. He's pulling out the barbecue sauce, the shiitake sauce. He's doing shish kebabs. We also got a seafood boil going on. So we had some seafood. And everything was delicious. Everything was good. Until I took my plate. The trash can by the pool was full. I decided I was going to go inside and put my plate in the trash can. But that trash can was also full, so I'm walking around trying to figure out. So I ended up going downstairs. In the downstairs area, I didn't really go down there before, so I didn't really realize where it led to. There was a tunnel that led to that area where they drove the rack of lamb into. So I figured, okay, they probably have an area where they throw away the parts of the meats they don't need. I go in there to throw away my plate. I see a whole foot chopped the fuck off with nail polish on it. And the nail polish, what I saw was exactly the nail polish what I saw on the bitch sleeping in Talib's bed. And another part is, bitch, I was so sickened that I had sat up there and ate 3, because I will admit they did season that meat, that human meat, just right. So I did have 2 of the tacos. I had a burger. I think I had what I thought was beans and pork, bitch, but it was beans and human. The beans and human was good. So I did. It's not that it wasn't good. It was just, girl, I couldn't. So when I saw that it was a foot and I realized the blood coming from the sack was human blood and that I had just ate those 2 human tacos and that human burger and that human beans and human, I could not believe it. So I threw up, and I remember when I was throwing up, the food was projected out, and somehow I must didn't notice it. But when I looked at my throat, something came out that the bone looked like a finger, but I thought it was just like a chicken wing. But when I really knew that it was a foot on the ground, I started looking at it different. And now I'm looking at it realizing this was a finger and I just ate this bitch. That's when I started having to cheat on my husband. I needed to I'm like, I'm already in the industry. This is normal. They probably eat human once a year for special occasions, or like super, super duper, duper, duper delicacy. And I don't want to tell nobody because I don't want my career getting fucked up. That bitch, she was a hoe anyway. She should never got on the bus. She would never have to worry about getting eaten up if she wasn't being a hoe. Jaguar made a reason to make it okay that they ate her. She sat there in that basement thinking, I could tell the police about this. Or I could just shut the fuck up and keep my job. I could just shut up. Or I could, what you want? What you want? I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Bitch, you know what I mean? That to me is Jaguar Wright. And even after she tells that story, you know what she's going to say? She's going to say, girl, you got to book me for one more interview because you ain't heard shit yet. What you think you heard? Nothing. You ain't heard shit yet. That's just the tip of the cherry. That's only the beginning. How is you seeing a nigga getting eaten up? Like nothing. One time I walked into the bathroom from the Grammys and I saw Jay-Z sucking Diddy dick, but that ain't even the biggest thing. He sure was. He was in there sucking his dick down. And girl, you think that's something? You ain't heard nothing yet. When are we gonna hear something then? Because every time you speak, you say we haven't heard it. Like, you ain't heard nothing yet. You ain't heard nothing yet. She said the most outrageous things, but you ain't heard nothing yet. Girl. Liar. That's what you giving me. And that's what you giving me. You giving me, oh my God, the girls were not giving me no life. So now I'm getting a second win with this negativity, with this low vibrational. People love drama. People love to hear about their favorite celebrities being salacious. So you know what? That's how I'm gonna get back in here. I didn't know that the first time I came on here. Maybe the first time she spoke, it might have been some real shit in there. But when she saw the response, then it was like, bitch, I got to come up with some more stories in order to keep the Grey Veteran going, bitch.